Hey, how you doing? It's Steve Briscoe. If you've been following me through this forging journey, this might be, I don't know, fifth, sixth video I've done on this in this venture. Last couple three, I purchased an old Buffalo forge. It's a small forge. I took it apart, cleaned it, lubed it up, put it back together, painted it, and fired it up. As a three-part video there. If you haven't seen those, then by all means go back and check them out. On this video we're going to talk about a new forge, literally a new forge. I drove up to Columbia, Kentucky yesterday to a place called Fiery Furnace Forge, run by a couple of guys, brothers I think. I'll put their site down here somewhere so you can check them out. I could have ordered these and had them shipped, but I wanted to drive up and meet them, talk to them. I heard a lot of good things about them. It's about a 4-hour drive for me up there and another 4 hours back, but it was well worth the trip. But anyway, I purchased a new forge from them, and I'm going to bring you along as I put this thing together. Comes in basically three parts: the frame itself, and then the firebox assembly, and then the blower assembly, and then you get your flue set up after. But yeah, if you care to join me as I put this thing together, and we'll see if we can have some fun with it. And if you haven't subscribed, by all means, please do so. I'm getting really close to my first milestone of 10 subscribers. Hey, join me. I hope you have fun. Okay, it basically comes in three parts. This is your firebox assembly. This is your blower assembly, and then this is the frame. Now I've already put the legs on. That's a very simple process. 4 legs, 4 holes, 4 screws. Hopefully you can figure that out. It also comes with little shims in case your floor is not level, which mine is not. So you can shim it, put it any way you want. And you can get this a couple different ways. You can get it with basically 4 solid legs, or you can get it with casters. Now I opted to get casters on mine, and until I get a flue set up for it, this is going to be a mobile forge. So I got casters on it, and like I said, I've already put the legs on it, leveled it out as best I can for my floor, and then we'll go from there. I also picked up what's called strangely enough, a super sucker, and this is the type of exhaust vent that's on the forges that I use at Tennessee River Artists and Blacksmiths Association. And man, it does a really great job. Contacted a chimney guy, to come out and give me an estimate on what it's going to cost to put a flue up through my roof and out through the ceiling, and I'm thinking about setting it right about there, move some things around, and have it close to the door. Also, over on that end, I'll need to put a vent, because once you fire that thing up, until it starts to vent proper, you have to have an alternative venting system, because the room will fill up with smoke real fast. So let's get started. Okay, like I said, I've already assembled the table. The set comes with an Allen wrench to tighten it down, and then it comes with 4 shims that you can shim these up to make it as level as you can. So I think we're going to start off with our hot box here. It's got some weight to it. Now you need to decide how this is going to be set up in your shop. This, for me, is going to be this part is going to be towards the wall. And then the vent will sit right here. So the blower is going to be on that end, and the switch will be on I don't know, I haven't decided which side this switch will be on. It might be on that side, we'll see. But anyway, however you set this up, you need to decide which way this is going to be before you put your firebox together. So it's going to sit in here this way, a long ways. This end obviously is going to be, once flipped up, it's going to be on that end, which will be the front. And the front is where the blower is going to be, so you need to make sure that this is set in such a fashion that once you flip it, this opening is going to be pointed towards your blower. Let's get this set up here. Comes with 2 bolts, 2 lock washers. Now, almost forgot, this here is, I forget what it's called. But it basically is a open close vent for the hole itself, for the firebox hole. And here again, you need to make sure which direction you want this to come out. You want it to come out on basically your left side or your right side. And for me, I think I'm going to opt to go out the left side. And you set that in there. It has slots for it. Now, I am by no means a professional blacksmith. At the very, very, very best, I'm an amateur. If there was something, there was a rank lower than that, I would claim that. But and this is a 9/16. You'll need a 9/16 and a 1/2 inch, 9/16 wrench, 1/2 inch wrench, as well as a socket and racket for the 1/2 inch. This is the only 9/16 bolt. So back to my abilities. I'm an amateur. Every time I do something, I learn something. Every time I do something, I make a mistake, and from those mistakes is where I learn. It's okay making mistakes, just own them and learn something from them. If you don't own them, then you'll make those mistakes again. Okay. So, now this is the adapter for the blower. And while this is up here, and you can see it. This size converter here. This small end obviously goes over this, and it's a nice tight fit. Put it up there till it's flush on the inside, and then of course this is going to go over that whole assembly now, and then you clamp it here, and you clamp it here. Obviously this gets very hot. This is going to get warm, and this is heat resistant, so it shouldn't be a problem. But anyway, just that will go on, and I'm going to put this on after I set it up in the hole. Now this has a bit of a wobble, so I'm going to take one of these spacers, set it there, I think once I get it set where I want it, I'll probably tack weld that spacer in so that it doesn't move and shift on me. So, let me shift my camera around a little bit so that I can show you more of what goes on underneath. This is that is a 5/16. It's easier to do it when it's out here than it is to do it under the table. If I was a politician, I'd do it under the table. You don't want to over tighten that because it'll break. Okay, once you've got that, you can slip this, and it's a pretty tight fit. There we go. And I'm going to move that back as far as I can for now, because the next step is I'm going to put the blower on, and I don't really want that to be in the way when I put on the blower. Okay, here's your blower. A bracket for that. Now obviously this end slips into our sleeve down below. You need to decide if you want this switch on your left side or your right side. Personal preference, I don't think there's anything stated one way or another in the instructions. And it does come with instructions, but you know, I'm a guy, so reading the instructions is a sign of weakness. So let's take this bracket. This bracket goes on. You've got a long end, a short end. The short end mounts on the blower. Okay, let's see if we can slide this over, connect it. That seemed easy. Okay, let's spin this around and put our last piece at the end. I'm going to plug this. Okay, this is obviously a gate that regulates the amount of air that gets pushed into your firebox. Let's get it installed here. Hang on this one, hey, nuts and washers. Oops. Now there's 4, in this particular pack, there's 4 small washers and 4 large washers, 1 bolt, 2 large washers, and 1 large locking nut. So I'm going to assume, considering we don't read instructions, that there should be a washer on either side of this slide, and then 2 washers on this handle. A little adjusting there, but it's going to work just fine. Fully open, fully closed. Okay, plug it in, see what happens. Yeah, I can tell a big difference in obviously the force of the air. Yeah. Okay, so you know, Fiery Furnace Forge is not and did not sanction this video. They're not sponsoring me in any way, shape, or form, and that's fine. I don't expect them to. I just want everybody to know that this is not. If I made any mistakes here in this assembly, this is my mistakes, not mistakes of the instructions that I did not read or information I got from Dave at Fiery Furnace. We're going to, I got, actually I can't finish today. I'm going to go out and help a friend with a project here in about 45 minutes, so I don't want to fire this up, but I will. Plus it looks like it might rain outside. Perhaps tomorrow will be a nice clear day and I'll be able to fire this thing up and we'll make something. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And go out and make something.